Hello children, once again welcome to the social science class. Today we are going to start the second part of the chapter air from your geography book. We have completed the composition of atmosphere, the structure of atmosphere, and today we are going to start weather and climate. Do you know the meaning of weather? Just to see the example, today in the morning time it was raining. After 10 o'clock, but sun came and it was a bright sunshine. And it may happen that at 5 o'clock again rain will come. This is the condition of the atmosphere. It is only known as weather. Weather means the time to time, hour to hour, day to day condition of the atmosphere, which changes very frequently. You cannot say that the weather, it is a sunny day in the morning, you can't say it is a sunny day, but afterward you will find after 4-5 hours rain may come. So it is the hour to hour and day to day conditions of the atmosphere. Many a times during cricket match, you in the morning you are thinking that whether the today's weather will permit the match to complete or not, what type of weather will be at the afternoon, such type of thought comes to your mind. This is the thing which is known as weather, the conditions of the atmosphere, and it changes frequently. Then comes climate. Again, what do you mean by climate? Climate is the average weather condition of a place for a longer period of time represents the climate of a place. The average weather condition of that place, it doesn't change frequently. For a longer period of time, you can say the climatic condition of this area is cold or hot or very hot or very cold, like that. For example, we always say that the climatic condition of polar area is very cold. That is coming under frigid zone. Minus 0 degree temperature also comes there. And the climatic conditions of the equator. Climatic conditions of the equator is very hot. You cannot say that the climatic conditions of the equator is very cold today. And or before 6 months, the equator temperature was minus 40 degree. Never it will happen. This is the average weather condition of a particular place. That is known as the climate. It doesn't change frequently. Okay? Weather and climate over. Then comes temperature. Temperature, what do you mean by temperature? Suppose it is very hot, you will say that the temperature is very high, and nowadays it is very easy to measure the temperature, the room temperature, outside temperature. Many digital equipments have come, so that we can, even it is very handy that even from our mobile we can know that the temperature of a particular time. It is the temperature of the atmosphere. The degree of hotness and coldness of the air is known as temperature. The degree of hotness and coldness of the air is known as temperature. Temperature of the atmosphere changes not only between day and night, it changes between seasons and seasons. Summer season, that suppose you take the example of Rourkela. The temperature of Rourkela in summer season, sometimes it touches to 45, 47 like that. But in winter season, in the month of December, in the month of January, you never find the temperature reaches 35 or more than 35. Okay, it is the degree of hotness and coldness of the air. It changes day to day, from day and night, and it changes from season to season also. An important factor that influences the distribution of temperature is insolation. What do you mean by insolation? Insolation is the incoming solar energy intercepted by the earth. Whatever solar energy comes to the earth and it traps the atmosphere, traps the temperature, that is known as insolation. How much it can accept, it can carry. The amount of insolation decreases from the equator towards the poles. It is obvious. Equator receives the direct sunlight. It receives the direct sunlight, and other part of the earth receives the slanting sun rays. Due to the direct sun rays, more amount of heat and light comes to that area. More amount of heat and light focuses in this area. Just you see the picture, that figure is given in your book. It's a thermometer, it's a barometer, it's a rain gauge, it's a wind vane. And what are these things? It measures, the thermometer measures the temperature, barometer measures the atmospheric pressure, rain gauge measures the amount of rainfall, wind vane shows the direction of the wind. Later on we are going to read about these things, that atmospheric pressure, the rainfall, and what is the measuring unit, how it is measured. So we come to know that insolation is the major factor for the distribution of temperature. In equator, the temperature is very high due to the insolation. We know that the direct sun rays fall on equator. That is why more amount of heat and light concentrate in one place. That is why the temperature is high. And gradually the sun rays goes to polar area, and the slanting rays, they receive slanting rays, and due to the slanting rays, the amount of insolation is less, amount of temperature, amount of height, amount of light, and amount of heat is less. That is why the temperature decreases from the equator to polar area. Okay, now do you understand why poles are covered with snow? Because very less amount of heat is there, that is why the snow cannot melt, and it is covered with, that area is covered with snow, that polar area is covered with snow. Temperature in cities is much higher than the village. Why? The concrete and metals, buildings, roads, and the asphalt of roads get heated up during the day, and this heat is released during the night, and very less number of trees also present in cities in comparison to village. That is why this area is hotter than the village. Also, the crowded high-rise buildings of the cities trap the warm air and thus raise the temperature of the cities. And many other things also there to increase the temperature. Just you know that, you can say from your general knowledge that more number of vehicles are running on the road of the cities, which emits carbon dioxide and it traps the temperature. That is why we can say that the temperature of the cities are far, far, far more than the village. And the standard unit of measuring temperature is degree Celsius. Okay, now comes air pressure. Do you know air has certain pressure and it always puts its pressure on us? Do you feel? No. we cannot feel, and we cannot believe that air is putting some pressure on us, because air puts pressure from all the direction, it exerts pressure on us, and simultaneously our body also gives counter pressure. Our body also exerts a counter pressure which equalizes. That's why we don't feel the pressure of the air. Okay, and this air pressure is defined as the pressure exerted by the weight of air on the earth's surface. That means how much the weight of the air, the pressure of the air is equal. And this air pressure also changes. If you will go up, it is highest at sea level. If you will go up like climbing the mountain, the pressure will decrease. And if the altitude is high, pressure is low. And horizontally on the surface of the earth, you will find it is related to the temperature of the air. If the temperature is high, the pressure is low. If the temperature is low, the pressure is high. And if the temperature is high, pressure is low, then you will find that cloudy skies and wet weather. And in summer season, you must have known this thing, that many times you will find that it is low pressure takes place low in Bay of Bengal. That's why rainfall is taking place. And if there is low pressure, means there is cloudy weather or wet weather. And in areas having low temperature, the pressure is high, and heavy air sinks and creates a high pressure area. High pressure is associated with the clear and sunny skies. That is known as air pressure. And one of the fact I must say you, that astronauts have to wear special protective space suits. Why? It is filled with air when they go to the moon. If they did not wear these space suits, the counter pressure exerted by the body of the astronauts would make the blood vessels burst. The astronauts would bleed. That is the reason they wear a different types of special suit. With this, we conclude today's class, and next class we will read about the wind and rainfall. Thank you very much.